So you know what I think? I think sometimes we just don't take ourselves seriously enough. We have gifts, we have abilities, but instead of moving forward, we think, that's for somebody else. How many times are we more comfortable hand clapping, applauding for somebody else, but not doing the same for ourselves? I challenge you. Give yourself a round of applause for everything that you've done, for everything that you've accomplished, for everything that you've gone through, for everything that you have survived. Are you kidding me? You have survived so very, very much. Now is the time to congratulate yourselves. Pat yourself on the back and say, I did it. I actually did it. And then keep moving forward, right? What's the next? What's the next goal? What's the next triumph? What's the next win? And then actively work on making that happen. Working will work, a good friend of mine says, when wishing won't. So instead of sitting back and kind of thinking it through, I want you moving forward. Today is a day of rest, but tomorrow, take yourself seriously, right? Your gifts, you are not just enough. You are more. I was talking to a dear friend today. You are more than enough is what I shared with her. You, too, are more than enough. Take yourself seriously and let's move forward into all of those things that you are destined to achieve. Have a great one. Calling all trainers, facilitators, public speakers are those who want to be. It's your time. It's your turn. I'm calling you, Elisa Sample Alexander. Where? To the Roundtable. Gather around. Let's share and grow. Facilitators, it's your show. Tips and tools will pave the way. Empowering minds every day at the Roundtable. We ignite. Learning sparks. Futures bright. Stand tall. Take the lead. Together, we succeed. A place for tips where we thrive, helping each other. We come alive, connect, inspire, take a stand. You can do it. Lead the band at the Roundtable. We ignite, learning sparks, futures bright. Stand tall, take the lead. Together, we succeed. A place for tips where we thrive, helping each other. We come alive, connect, inspire, take a stand. You can do it. Lead the band at the Roundtable. We ignite, learning sparks, futures bright. Stand tall, take the lead. Together, we succeed at the Roundtable. Welcome to the Roundtable with Elisa Sample Alexander. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Roundtable with Elisa. I'm so excited about today, right? So excited about today because it's our opportunity. So, live streamers, public speakers, motivational speakers, trainers, preachers, teachers, if you use your voice to communicate a message, okay, I think I just covered everybody. This show is for you. I want you to watch. I want you to continue watching, and I'd love for you to share. In fact, I'd even love for you to interact. Get in the comments with me so we can discuss this important topic. Now, you're wondering, Elisa, so what's the topic for the week? At the Facilitators Roundtable, we want to cover all things that will make you a better teacher, speaker, public speaker, motivational speaker, live streamer. Let's be honest, today, all of us are using our voices, right? We're using our voices to share a message, and we want that message to be powerful. So I thought that today at the Roundtable, come on in, you guys, come on in, sit at the table with me. I thought today I'd talk about something that we don't need to do. Right? Typically, I'm sharing something with you that we need to do. But today, I want us to change the game a little bit and talk about actually not doing something. And this may seem a little bit strange to you guys because, again, we focus on body language, we focus on inflection, right? We focus on charisma, we focus on preparation. Those are all things that we're supposed to do. But there's actually something that we probably need to stop doing and, in fact, do a lot more of, and that's stop talking. Today, I'd like us to talk about the power of silence, right? The power of silence. And when we talk about the power of silence, what you're talking about really is an amazing tool, right? It's a powerful tool, but very often not a tool that we're pulling out of our trainers, facilitators, resource bag, right? Instead, very often we're sharing and showing and being active and doing exercises and having our learners take selfies and post on social and get up and meet a neighbor. And right, our learning is typically today very active. In fact, my very first show was focused on how important active learning should be, and it is. We have the principles of adult learning theory, and one day I'll take you through all of them. But we have the principles of adult learning theory that teach us the value of being active. Let's use that. Let's keep that in our bag, right? In our resource bag. But that's not the only thing that should be in the bag. Something else that needs to be in the bag is silence. Now, why don't we use silence, right? Why don't we use silence enough? Well, let's be honest, it can be a little awkward. It can be a little uncomfortable, right? We prepared and we prepared and we prepared and we prepared. I can tell you, oh, I've been doing this over 20 years. When I started doing this, right? When I started facilitating, when I started training, when I started sharing, my goal was to be alive at 5 o'clock. I just want to make it through the presentation. I just want to make it through the class. Now, did you notice that sentence? Right? I was focused on me. But when we're silent and embrace the calm and embrace the pause and embrace reflection, embrace the quiet, right? Embrace the silence, it gives us so many benefits and so many opportunities. The most important of which is there's a lot less I in the pause. I'm sharing, I'm leading, I'm asking the question, I'm the center of attention. Instead of that, I'd like us to consider using more silence. So, what are the benefits of using silence? Right? The benefits of using silence, they go on and on and on, but I promised you that each of these shows would be very short. So, let's just talk about the big three. Right? The big three. And I'm sure one of them just hit you square in the face. And that's that it encourages listening. Now, I'm not going to tell my age, but there was a commercial many years ago that said essentially, if you want to get someone's attention, whisper, right? There's something about changing the pace, encouraging the pause, relishing the pause, getting quiet that actually brings people in, right? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? So it encourages, if we would just slow down, pause, we would actually bring our audiences in closer. So it encourages listening. You want to use it for that reason. Not only that, but you want to use silence. You want to relish the pause, enjoy the pause, use the pause because it encourages reflection. Now, can I be honest with you? One of the toughest times to use silence is when you've asked a question. But I want you to use every personal energy, reserve, and molecule of strength you have. Don't break the silence. Because for some of your learners, it is awkward for them as it is for you. So you've asked the question, what is the power of silence? Right? What's the benefit of silence? And no one responds. Now what do? Nothing. If you stand there, look comfortable, be comfortable, just stand there, I promise you, someone is going to respond. But again, if we're focused on ourselves, it's my awkwardness, it's me wanting to fill that space instead of allowing the learning to happen. So, one, the silence encourages listening. Two, it encourages reflection. Very recently, I facilitated a class that had nearly 1,000 people in it before it was all said and done. It was split into 4 different segments, big, big, big classes, big energy, big moment. One of my favorite moments in the class, one of my learners' favorite moments in the class was when I asked them to pause and reflect. I want you to think of the content that we have to share like a picture, right? So this is all the content. Well, the reality is our brains can only hold so much. It can only hold so much information. And if we're not careful, we've overloaded it, right? There's only so much that we can retain. Just because we keep talking does not mean they're going to remember. And the whole goal of what we do is that they walk away with something that they didn't have, right? That they know something that they didn't know, that they're able to do something that they weren't able to do. So take a look at your presentations, take a look at your training, take a look at your classes. Are there opportunities for the learner to relish the pause and reflect? In this particular class, after each speaker shared, after each teacher shared, after each mentor shared, I gave them an opportunity to reflect. My reflection question was very simple. How are you going to use it? Why? Because the goal of the learning experience isn't just to motivate them or excite them or have them be impressed, right, with us, but instead to encourage retention. And reflection helps to encourage retention. So listening, reflection. And then for some of our learners, the third benefit is simply comfort, right? There's a comfort in the pause. When we stop pouring all the content into their minds, sometimes this can be an opportunity to share and really fill them up with what they need. And then other times we've just created puddles on the floor because it's too much content, right? Not enough time. So we think talk faster, talk, talk. They haven't retained any more than they would have otherwise. So it encourages listening, reflection, and for some of our learners, it creates comfort, right? Instead of throwing all of that content at me, you're giving me an opportunity to relax, chill, and relish the pause. Now, yes, this is the Facilitators Roundtable, but I thought I would throw in a bonus benefit. And that's that we as facilitators, those of us who share, who teach, who preach, who are live streamers, who use our voices to convey a message, we can also benefit from this in our personal lives. How many times did we really just need to stop, listen, reflect, create comfort for ourselves or the other person, and relish the pause? So again, not only can this help us win when we're sharing, when we're on, and in fact, bring our audiences to the table, so to speak, but it can be an amazing benefit in our personal lives. Thank you so much for joining me at the Facilitators Roundtable. Now, I love an application. So in just a moment, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do exactly what we've talked about. Join me next time. Tell a friend. And in fact, I would love to bring you guys on. The goal of the Facilitators Roundtable is to share one powerful tip. And the powerful tip for the day was the power of silence. Now, earlier today, I shared with you a quick video via TikTok. I have a TikTok account. And in fact, because I love people, I'm where people are. So feel free to follow me. If you like that kind of content, feel free to follow me on all of my socials. I'll drop a link for you in the comments so you can do just that. Thank you for joining me. And now let's enjoy the power of silence. Got no ass.